And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
On the gain, a great start for this offense. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
11 empty.
First down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're going to get this down inside the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
11 empty, tight. 11 Thomas.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 Thomas.
On third down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Brandon's second look at this just to make sure. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. The first carry for the North Texas man is Jeff Wilson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down.
Here we go.
Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. To try again after the sack. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Jones. Rolling to his right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. On the option right, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and they get a second one.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go. 11.
They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
11 mighty. 11.
Burrow on play action. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
One more time with Mostert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Running the counter with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
So in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. On the option right, it's Jones. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now.
Ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
We're going to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. First down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On 2, ready?
Burrow will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They will throw on first down with Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They run again on first down. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Cook. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. With Mostert up the middle to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
On first down, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They hand it off to Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11 empty paint.
And Burrow going to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. James Cook, 32 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun. Shot.
Now Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Pass complete to his running back, Kalen Ballage. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught by Waller out left side. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the